In a quaint village, nestled amidst rolling green fields, the golden sun embraced the horizon, casting a warm glow over the earth. Among the humble homes, there lived a kind-hearted girl named Amina. Her laughter danced like the breeze, and her spirit burned brightly, even though her family faced the chill of poverty. Her father toiled endlessly in the fields, his hands rough from labor, while her mother cared for their modest home, creating a sanctuary filled with love, despite their struggles. Amina's heart fluttered with a dream, one that was as colorful as the fabric she admired. Since childhood, she had been enchanted by the art of sewing, the intricate patterns of embroidery, the vibrant hues of dresses, and the neat lines of tailored shirts. Each time she witnessed the magic unfold, her eyes sparkled with excitement. "I want to become a tailor one day," she would declare, her voice filled with hope. Yet not everyone shared her enthusiasm. Some villagers chuckled at her aspirations, dismissing them as mere fantasies. "A tailor? Why would you want that?" one neighbor scoffed, while another sighed, "You should dream of something bigger." But Amina, with her resilient spirit, brushed off their doubts like dust from her shoulders. Her heart whispered that she was destined for greatness in her own way. Determined to hone her craft, Amina visited the village tailor, an elderly woman named Mrs. Fatima, whose wisdom flowed like the threads she weaved. The moment Mrs. Fatima saw Amina's fervor, she smiled knowingly. "You really love sewing, don't you?" Amina nodded vigorously, her passion evident. "More than anything," she replied, her voice a melody of conviction. With that, the old tailor welcomed Amina into her shop, a haven filled with the scent of fabric and the sound of sewing machines humming like a lullaby. Amina's journey began there, learning to thread needles and cut fabric, her heart swelling with joy at each small triumph, yet stinging with frustration at her initial mistakes. Crooked stitches and uneven cuts became stepping stones, and every time despair threatened to overshadow her spirit, Mrs. Fatima's words echoed in her mind. Every expert was once a beginner. With dedication, she transformed her blunders into expertise. And one fateful day, Mrs. Fatima entrusted her to sew a simple dress solo. Amina poured her heart into every stitch, her hands trembling with a mix of excitement and anxiety. When Mrs. Fatima inspected the finished piece, admiration sparkled in her eyes. "This is beautiful," she declared, igniting a flame of belief within Amina. But life, with its unpredictable twists, soon cast shadows over their once bright days. Amina's father fell ill, his strength waning like the fading daylight. The family's finances dwindled, and the weight of worry pressed heavily on Amina's shoulders. On one particularly bleak evening, she sat outside, moonlight reflecting her fears. "What if I should stop sewing and find another job?" she pondered, uncertainty gnawing at her heart. Just then, her mother joined her, wrapping a comforting arm around her. "You look worried," she observed with gentle concern. Amina sighed, sharing her doubts. "I don't know if I should continue. My dream feels impossible now." Her mother, with a wisdom born from hardship, took Amina's hand. "Difficult times don't mean you should abandon your dreams. They mean you must work even harder." Her mother's words seeped deep into Amina's heart, igniting a newfound determination. The next day, Amina returned to the tailor shop, her resolve stronger than ever. She poured her soul into her work, and soon her talent caught the eye of villagers. Requests began to trickle in: a dress to repair, a school uniform to stitch, a wedding scarf to create. Slowly, Amina earned a little money, which she selflessly funneled into her family's needs. Her parents beamed with pride, yet not everyone admired her journey. Layla, the daughter of a wealthy merchant, often mocked Amina, her laughter echoing with disdain. "Why spend all your time sewing? You'll never become successful," she jeered, though Amina chose silence over conflict, redirecting her focus to perfecting her skills. Then, the village announced a tailoring competition, a chance for emerging talents to showcase their designs. The air buzzed with excitement, but Amina's heart sank at the thought of costly materials. She only had a few simple scraps of fabric. Despair loomed momentarily, but she remembered Mrs. Fatima's lessons. Creativity matters more than expensive materials. With renewed vigor, Amina set to work, transforming the humble pieces into a masterpiece adorned with hand-stitched embroidery. Night after night, she labored, each stitch woven with patience and love. The day of the competition arrived, and Amina's creation stood proudly among the others, some lavishly adorned with expensive fabrics, others boasting intricate embellishments. As the judges surveyed the entries, Amina's heart raced, a symphony of hope and fear playing within her. When they reached her design, they examined it closely, their brows furrowing in concentration. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, the announcement rang out, echoing through the crowd. First place goes to Amina. The applause erupted like a joyous storm, filling her heart with disbelief and tears of happiness. Even Layla, who had once belittled her, approached with sincerity in her eyes. "I was wrong about you," she admitted, her tone softening. "You never gave up." Amina smiled, the kindness in her heart untainted by past hurt. The prize money breathed life into her family's struggles, and soon after, Amina journeyed to the city, her dreams unfolding under the bright lights of possibility. In the city, she learned new techniques and returned to her village not just with knowledge, but with confidence and a vision. With her savings, she opened her own tailoring shop, a sanctuary where creativity blossomed. As customers arrived from near and far, Amina hired young girls eager to learn the art of sewing, sharing the wisdom that had once been gifted to her. She became renowned not only for her exquisite talent, but also for her unwavering kindness, nurturing the dreams of others as she had once nurtured her own. Years passed, yet Amina remained grounded, never forgetting the struggles that had shaped her journey. She instilled in her apprentices the lessons she had learned. Every expert was once a beginner. With each stitch, she wove hope into their lives, proving that success is not merely a product of talent, but a tapestry of hard work, resilience, and the courage to follow one's dreams, even in the face of adversity.